Okay, welcome back to another video on the Sharky Does Sports channel. Today I've got Star Player with me.
I feel so honoured.
You're the first guest on the channel, you know?
That's why I'm so honoured.
He's the first guest. He's the first guest on the channel. It's currently 3 in the morning, and I'm making this video because we were just having a conversation. I thought, why not make it into a video? This video, as you can see by the title, is the best player at every Premier League club. The best player of the team, in our opinion. We're both going to say our best players.
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah.
What?
If you guys watch this video and you see my list, don't be upset because I'm here to disappoint you guys.
I think yours will be better than mine.
Not like with my list, I'll be honest, there's some names I missed out where you're thinking, yeah, 100%. But I'm going by how they've played. Like, I'm not going by just ability.
Okay, well, we'll give your reasons. We'll give our reasons, okay? Also, Thogden's done this video before. I saw on his channel, so shout out Thogden.
Shout out Thogden.
And yeah, let's get into it. And lastly, if you guys want to get involved, leave a comment in the comment section of all your best players from every single team in the Premier League, and I'm going to go through them and I'm going to reply to some of them and see which ones we match with and which ones we don't, okay?
And also, write down in the comment section who has the better list.
Sharky or Star Player? Okay, you ready?
I'm born ready.
Liverpool. I think it's a pretty easy one. I've got Virgil van Dijk.
I got Sadio Mane.
You actually?
Yeah, I got Sadio.
Oh, we already disagreed. Why'd you have Mane?
The reason is he's very clutch and like for me he's top 3 wingers in the world.
Okay, but where does Van Dijk rank in best centre backs in the world? 1.
Top 3. Like you can have an argument with that. I genuinely think he's top. I genuinely think he's the best.
So if you think Van Dijk's the best centre back in the world,
but
is he not the best player at his club?
No, but that don't necessarily mean he's the best at his club. He's the best defender, but that doesn't mean he's the best player. Because I was reading a stat where Liverpool, when they're like from behind, Mane has the most points from scoring when they're behind. If that makes sense. So he earns that's what I was based on it, because that's my first thought was came to my head Van Dijk.
Of course. Okay, so and I obviously went for Van Dijk because I feel like it's the obvious choice. I think he's the best defender. I think he's the best in his position in the world, and if you're the best position in your world, you've got to be the best player in your team, unless your team is a team which has more than one player that is the best position in their world, all in one team. So I went for Van Dijk, he went for Mane. Already we've disagreed on the first team, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, let's go. Next we have Manchester City. I feel like this one we should agree on. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. This man is, again, best midfielder in the world. Would you agree?
Yeah. And he has been City's most consistent player.
Kevin De Bruyne, I think, is a guarantee. I think we're all going to agree on Kevin De Bruyne. He's the penalty taker. He doesn't miss penalties. He scores free kicks. He gets assists.
Cross merchant as well.
Like
he's not cross merchant, but he is. Like,
of course.
You see him, it's.
Of course, but at least every game.
He'll break Thierry's record.
Yeah, and he's probably going to get the assist record as well. So Kevin De Bruyne, Man City. Ooh. Next, this is where it gets tough. Okay, 3rd place in the league right now is Chelsea. And for Chelsea, I'll tell you who I got first, then you tell me who you got. It was tough. I put Kovacic.
I put Kovacic as well.
Kovacic. You know what? I was looking at Kante, and
me being honest, I looked at it as, okay, cool. Everyone will say Kante is arguably the best DM in the league, like in the world. But then obviously you can have honourable mentions like Casemiro and stuff like that. But I based on the last 2 years, because the system Chelsea play is they play a deep playmaker in Jorginho, and they play Kante more of a box, like a box to box, but like type of play rather than a DM.
Because of Sarri, changed the whole role.
So that's how I look at it. And Kovacic is the only one that's actually been solid for the. Like, I think he won Chelsea Player of the Year last year, if I'm correct.
I don't even know. Kovacic. But if you're a Chelsea fan, let us know what you think, because that one's a pretty difficult one. I put Kovacic. We both for Kovacic actually.
If you don't agree with us, please let us know who do you think Chelsea's best player.
Another one we'll mention is Willian. Like, I don't think he gets enough.
No, but the thing about Willian,
I think
he's been, I'd say, average until COVID hit and he knew he was becoming a free agent. That's when he turned into Ronaldinho. True. And I genuinely don't know why.
Okay, next team. In 4th place we've got Leicester City. Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy. This man is 33 years old. He's still the fastest player on that team. He's still top scorer in the Premier League.
Scored today even.
He scored today. This guy he's not slowing down. He's the best player on that Leicester team. Next we've got Manchester United. Okay, I don't know if we're going to agree on this. I think we should agree on this. I put Pogba.
I put Bruno.
Yeah, so I was thinking Bruno Fernandes, Pogba. Bruno Fernandes definitely changed the team.
Yeah.
Definitely improved the team. He's got 2 Premier League player months in a row.
I'll be honest, I don't even think Pogba has that.
He doesn't, but I just think he's the best player at that club.
Bruno has been spoken about for years, but obviously because he played for Sport and everyone downplayed it.
Of course.
So now he's at Man United, and from January, from January, I'm sure I was reading something where there were 10 points off 4th before he joined. And since he's joined, they will finish third. If we're going to be Man United will finish third. They've done the best run 100%. I've seen in a long time. And the sole reason is Bruno.
No, 100%. The sole reason is Since January, Bruno Fernandes has been the best player. Forget about Man United in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But if we're going for the best player at each Premier League team, yes, you got to factor in this season, but you also got to keep in mind that the best player in the Premier League.
Okay, let me ask you a question, yeah?
Paul Pogba is the best player in that match.
Shall I be honest? I'll be honest, yeah? I genuinely think Bruno will suit at more teams than Pogba. I could see Bruno.
I don't think so.
I could see Bruno flourish at Man City. I could see
Pogba flourish there as well.
I could see him flourish at Real Madrid. I could see him flourish at Barca,
same with Pogba.
Juventus,
same with Pogba.
Bayern.
Pogba's done it at Juventus. He could do it at Bayern as well. I think Pogba could do the same. So you reckon he's already the best player at that club?
Yeah, I genuinely do.
Fair enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, next in the league we have Wolves. Now for Wolves, this was a pretty tough one. They've got a lot of good players, but I've gone with Raheem Jimenez.
I've gone with Adama.
I've gone for Raheem Sterling because he's got 16 Premier League goals this season, 16 Premier League goals and 6 assists. I think he's been their best player. I think he is their best player. If it didn't have him as the main outlet, I don't think they'll be as good.
Wolves play through Adama. They don't play through Raul Jimenez. In my eyes, they don't play through Raul Jimenez.
Okay.
That's why I think it complements. I think they both complement each other so much. Because let me just check a stat on what Adama tried to do this season. He's got 12 assists and 6 goals. But in the Premier, he's got 4 goals, 9 assists. I think all 9 assists went to Jimenez.
Yeah, because he eats his dinner. Traore is definitely the most dangerous player in that team. Yeah. He's not the best player on that team though.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm going by actual footballing ability, like technical, all that stuff, I'd go Jota out of every single one on that team.
Yeah, but if you have to factor everything in, best player on that team, obviously technical ability is part of that. It's a big chunk of it, but also to be the best player, be most effective player as well.
Yeah.
Because you can be, there's players when we go down the list I'll tell you about that I've put in there purely because of how effective they are. There's other players in that team that are more technically gifted than them.
Yeah.
But this player is so effective that he's doing 5 times what this guy's doing. But people will say this guy, the other guy who's more technical is still better. But in my opinion, effectiveness is way just as much as technical ability. Because if you're effective, you're getting goals and assists, you're putting more numbers down than someone who's technically gifted.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be the best player.
But that's fair enough. If you was a normal fan and you're playing Wolves, first thought in your mind is Adama Traore. I'm not thinking of Raheem Sterling.
Next, Sheffield United.
I went for their goalkeeper, Dean Henderson.
So did I. I went for Dean Henderson as well. Yeah, he's on loan. He's a Manchester United player.
I'd say top 3 goalkeepers in England now.
Yeah, after Leno and Martinez. I don't think there's much we need to really discuss about this one. Yeah. Dean Henderson, I think, has been the best player by far. He's proven his worth. He's on loan from Man United, and I do feel like he's
better than De Gea, bro.
Yeah, he's been better.
If I was a United fan, I would sell De Gea and bring in Thingy.
Yeah, I think De Gea's a bit past it now. I think Dean Henderson is a solid option for England
22 as well.
Next, this should be a pretty easy one as well. Tottenham. I went for Harry Kane.
I went for Son.
You didn't go for him and Son.
On my mother's
Did you actually go for Son?
On my mother's life, I went for him and Son.
Oh my days, I thought it was an easy one. Harry Kane is the best player in that team.
I genuinely think home and Son is.
Did you hear the way I just went, yeah, this should be an easy one, yeah, Spurs, yeah, Harry Kane.
Shall I be honest?
I'm a big fan of Son, but I'm sorry, it's just, you can't...
No, you know how I look at it as that period where Kane was gone.
Yeah, that's...
And they played hung through the night.
Yeah.
And he was putting up the most ridiculous numbers. The thing is, Harry Kane is an unreal finisher. He can pass as well. He's an elite passer.
He comes in deep, gets involved in the play.
But you tell me what...
He needs one chance, it's in the goal.
Okay, let me ask you, do you know what Son is? I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, he's reft. It's a mixture of right and left. You know, you guys, I'm not doing this for all the other teams, but there's a poll right now. Harry Kane or Heung-min Son, who's the best player in that Spurs team? I rate Son a lot, but I just think Harry Kane has been the talisman for that team for like the last 5-6 years. Next team in the league, should be an easy one, I hope, and then I said it last time, is Arsenal Football Club. And I'm going for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Same, like.
I think it's pretty simple. This man is probably our best striker since Henry. Phenomenal goal scoring record. Fastest player to hit 50 league goals for Arsenal.
Also, there's a stat that obviously now I sound like a stat man now. I don't know why.
Go on, give us a stat.
I think Arsenal would have finished 19th without Aubameyang's goals this season.
Look at that.
You know how big that is?
Relegation, so we'll get relegated.
Honestly, big Arsenal. Even though I'm a Norwich fan, but like...
Exactly. So like you're used to relegation. Yeah. Alright, next in the league, I think we're at the halfway point now, is Burnley. And with Burnley, I've gone for Jay Rodriguez.
I went for Nick Pope.
Nick Pope.
I genuinely think he is their sole reason they're in this position.
I'll put my hands up. I'm still a big fan of Jay Rodriguez, but
yeah,
Nick Pope might be the best player at Burnley. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that one. But still, my answer was Jay Rodriguez, so I can't change it.
The way I look at it, if you take Jay Rodriguez out, they'll miss out on goals, but if you take Nick Pope out, they're getting relegated this season.
Next, this one we're definitely not agreeing on. I went left with this one, literally. Everton, I went for Lucas Digne.
That's where you're smoking.
I went Digne.
I don't know what you're smoking.
I think he's the best player at
As
that
a Brazilian, he does the pigeon celebration.
His name
known
is
as Richarlison.
His name is Richarlison, yeah.
Came from, I want to say, Fluminense to Watford. Did a dirt at Watford. He starts from Brazil as well. But if you can base it on potential if you wanted to. You can base it on ability. You can base it on who's got a brighter future. You guys got to bear in mind, Digne is a very solid player.
I think he's too good for that club.
He is, but Richarlison is as well.
Yeah, but I think Digne, everything goes for him. If you watch, they play everything for the left side. But Everton's always been like that. They did that with Leighton Baines, but everything goes for Digne, and I think his delivery is incredible. He's a free kick specialist.
But what position? What position does Richarlison play?
On the same side.
He plays on the left-hand side.
Okay,
so
we can agree. That's their strongest side. They got Digne and Richarlison on the same side. But
if we're gonna be real, if there was a gun put to your head and you said who's the best player at Everton, you would say Richarlison.
No, I'm saying Digne.
I don't believe that.
I think he's the best player at that club. I think he's the best player at the club.
Oh my days! I think you guys know it's Richarlison.
If you know football, you'll know it's Digne. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next team we've got Southampton.
I think that's fairly easy.
This was it is, but there was a couple of shouts, but I went for Danny Ings.
Yeah, he's on what 20 goals this season.
Yeah, after Danny Ings, I think
they would have got relegated.
He's literally that bad. He's changed the whole fortune of that team. They lost 9-0 to Leicester. Like this was when everyone's thinking, "Whoa, they're finished," and then he came out of nowhere, changed the whole team. And how many goals is he on? Do you know exactly how much?
Danny Ings 19.
19 goals in the Premier League.
19 goals, 2 assists in the Prem.
Yeah, got more goals than Sterling,
Mane, Jimenez, Aguero,
Rashford, Martial, Tammy.
But you know
Kane.
what's even scarier?
What?
129 minutes per goal.
129 minutes per goal Danny Ings has this season. So
whereas, for example, Aubameyang has 146.
And he's a very
Salah has 142.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah?
Go on.
You might think, oh yeah, this part, like the top half has been difficult. When we get to the bottom half,
we're there now.
So many disagreements.
We're there now. Next, we've got Newcastle United. I think this one we'll agree on. And let's say Maximum.
Same.
I knew we'd agree on that one. I know you're a big fan of him.
There's only 2 players that I had in my mind: Dubravka and Thingy.
Also, I was thinking Miguel Almiron as well.
But
he's a very good player.
He's a very good player, but he hasn't had a great season. Like he hasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what
I shouldn't even base it on the season. I should base it on, like you said, where it's the whole player.
Yeah.
And I think saying Maximum is the only one. There's one. If you're talking about, I think Sharky will do a segment on the worst signing. You'll hear me scream Joelinton.
Joelinton, you hate.
I don't even support Newcastle, but for 40 million to score 2 Premier League goals and have so many chances, it's abysmal.
That's bad.
It's abysmal.
Okay, next we have got this one. We should have gone as well. Crystal Palace. I've gone for Wilfried Zaha.
I went for Milivojevic.
Very good player.
I generally think Zaha. I think everyone's going off. If we're talking about YouTube Zaha, I'd agree with you guys.
Did you see him against Chelsea?
Bro, Milivojevic
is
I generally think has been their best player for the last 3 years. We're basing it on a guy that can do a couple takers, couple skills. But if you check his stats, I think he's on like 4 goals and like 3 assists.
But he's the best player on that team. I don't care. He's the best player on that team.
I think you can take Zaha out of that team, and they would be alright. If you put Milivojevic, I think Milivojevic is their cornerstone.
No, I like him, and he's their penalty taker. He barely misses. I remember him missing 1.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't see Zaha going more than 30 million this season because he's not that good.
I think he'll still go.
He's very good player.
I
think he could be like a Jose Perez type of player where once he's around good players where he's not the sole focus, then he would
that's the problem because Palace, he's the main focus, and it's a not a great team.
Yeah, no, I don't blame him because when you've got Benteke up front, I think John
Benteke scored 2 goals this season.
I think John Nye has been good this season, but
I think Zaha's the best player on that team. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
I'm still going with Milivojevic, but I don't blame you guys for going with Thingy.
Next, we have got Brighton, and I've got Mr. Lewis Dunk.
I have Matt Ryan.
Yeah. You're a big fan of goalkeepers.
Honestly, I'm just thinking about if they didn't have that where would they be?
Same
but
thing,
I
but
don't
same
blame
thing
you.
as Dunk.
I don't blame you. Dunk is a very good shout.
Defensively, for them
yeah,
to have the
Dunk is a very good shout.
Yeah, I think he's the best player in that team. It's
yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I think he's like how Leicester looked at Harry Maguire.
Yeah, I think they did. I think Leicester did go for Dunk.
Dunk. Yeah, they tried to replace him. I think Lewis Dunk best player on the team. He's the clear leader. He's played for England as well.
Yeah, I think anyone could get caps for England.
Yeah. Under Gareth Southgate, he gives everyone opportunities, which is good. Shout out to Neil Mopai. I know a lot of Arsenal fans don't like him, but I'm actually a good fan.
I was thinking about him.
And a couple seasons ago, I would have said Glenn Murray. That man was Bayern's best player for like 4 years straight. Now we're going to the bottom 5. This one was one of the ones I struggled with most because this team has a lot of like weird players. Because if we're talking about naturally gifted players, they've got a lot, but none of them are performing. And it's West Ham. This team is weird because they made a lot of signings which are meant to be really good players. This one, when I said earlier, I'm going to talk about someone that's effective. Not really like the most technical gifted, but I think this guy's the most effective player in that team. I think he works the hardest in that team. I think he works the hardest in that team. And for that reason, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, and for that reason I'm saying he's the best player in that team. And I'm going for Mikel Antonio.
Do you know that, yeah? That is the biggest cap I've ever heard in my life.
I'm going for Mikel Antonio.
There is only one man that deserves that West Ham, and that's Declan Rice. Declan Rice, since COVID, has been their best player. He's played the most minutes. He's played every single minute in the Premier League.
I'll give you Declan Rice.
Like,
Felipe Anderson would
100%
obviously get the first name.
I didn't even think about him.
He's the first person I thought, Felipe Anderson.
Nah, I completely forgot.
And I forgot about Declan Rice. But
I just thought Rice.
I'll give you Declan Rice. I think he is probably the best player on that team. Yeah. But like with all respect to him, he shouldn't be because they've got players like Felipe Anderson in that team.
I know.
Like it's weird.
But there's some players that they only play well when they play with good players. But when they become sole focus of the team, it changes that dynamic. Only certain players have it where like Demi Payet.
Yeah, like Felipe Anderson should be the best player on that team. Like everything about him
comfortably
says he should be the best player. But for some reason he's just not been. Just outside of relegation zone right now, we have got Watford. This is another difficult one, but
I could actually agree with you.
I don't know. I went for Ismail Sarr.
I went for because basically whilst I was doing my list and stuff, I was asking Sharks. I was asking him specifically. I said best player or player that's on form or whatever, and he said best player. So I went okay. I'm going with Roberto Pereira. He's generally their most technically gifted. Everything he has. If you can put him in a top 6 side and he'll still flourish. It doesn't matter what happens. Playing in midfield in like an Argentina squad is very difficult. But like in my head, I had Decore in my head, I had Deulofeu in my head. Those three were the only three that came into my head. If you were to ask me 2 years ago, I would say Decore.
Yeah, 100%.
But
relegation zone. First team in there is Bournemouth.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This team was the most difficult team.
There was a few players.
I had to choose off.
There was a few players. I was picking from 3 players.
I was picking from 2, like.
Yeah, but I went for Nathan Lackey.
100%.
And the other player was Joshua King.
Joshua King. Yeah. Those 2. And
the third player I was thinking of, just based on technical ability, was Harry Wilson. I think Nathan Lackey's best player in that team. He's not gonna be there for much longer, especially if they get relegated. But even if they stay up, I think he's out.
Who?
Nathan Lackey.
Him and Joshua King, they're too good for Bournemouth. They're way too good for them. They had Ryan Fraser as well. I completely forgot about.
Ryan Fraser. He would have been a big shout.
Since obviously since COVID, and he ran his contract down, so he's not playing. He's basically just staying fit.
Yeah, he would have been a big mention last season, but
hence the reason I think they've not been really doing well.
Okay, in 19th place we've got Aston Villa. And
it's only one my guy.
For me, it was out of 2 players, but it's got to go for the skipper, Jack Grealish.
Yeah, my guy. I did a video with him as well.
Yeah, here's a picture. So that's such a weirdo. I was also thinking of John McGinn as well. Tyrone Mings. But I think got to give it to Grealish. I think he'll go. Yeah. He'll go to like a top 5 team.
I think he's. If I'm correct, I know. Stat my stars.
That man stars.
I genuinely think I remember. It's because I see it on Twitter all the time. I think he's created the 3rd most chances in the league.
And then 19th place.
And then 19th.
So imagine he had better players.
Remember, he's playing with
creating that much chances, but then 19th. Yeah, Jack Grealish is the best player on that team by far.
Head and shoulders.
And in last place, we've got your team, the shirt you're wearing, already relegated, Norwich.
The Canaries, that's what we are.
I'll let you go first because that's clearly your team, apparently.
The best player at their club is Emiliano Buendia.
Little Argentine.
Honestly. And you guys will think, Timo. No, Timo's been lax. He had a good 2 months and he's died. I don't know where he is. He's disappeared.
And to Cantwell as well.
Yeah, no, he's had a very good season. But like,
I think after Buendia is Cantwell.
Yeah. Like there was honourable mentions.
I know they were another rock bottom, but Tim Krul looked impressive as well sometimes. Yeah.
Now they've got both fullbacks, young talent.
Yeah,
fullbacks,
Jamal Lewis and Max Aarons. But that was every single team in the Premier League, the best player in our opinions. Wait, before we finish, how many did we match up on? 10. Okay, so yeah, we literally both agreed on 10 of the 20. Exactly half, 50%. 10 of them, we said the same player. The other 10, we had different opinions. Let me know what you guys think. Leave in the comments below your full list if you've got the time. If you haven't got the time, leave in the comments below.
I'd want to see it. I'd want to see it.
I'd like to see it. If you've watched this whole video, if you got to the end, you've got time. Okay?
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it.
I would like to be regular, like
100%.
Come on this channel.
100%.
I enjoy talking about sports.
Yeah.
I can chat about NFL. Yeah. I can chat about NBA. I can chat about football.
UFC.
I understand you. I watch UFC, but I can chat about it, but not too tough. Yeah. But like NBA, NFL.
Yeah.
You can chat.
So let me know what you guys think. Star player here, myself, Sharky. Leave in the comment below who you think had better opinions.
You just remember Statman stars.
We've got Statman stars because he keeps coming with stats. I'm just going with like what I think. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like button. If this video does well, we'll do another one similar to this. It could be who's the worst player every team. And yeah, Sharky Sports out. Bye.